guys, it's the Ball Patrol.
It's T-Buck.
This is the second episode of the NFL talk show we're going to be doing. On the phone here is T-Buck, which you just said, and we're going to be talking about free agency signings and trades that happened early on in free agency, and we're also going to be talking about mock draft predictions for this upcoming draft, NFL draft this year. So our first topic we're going to be talking about is Le'Veon Bell going to the Jets. So I'm going to start out talking, and then he will counter argument me, or he will agree with me, or both. But, okay, so let's go. So Le'Veon Bell signed a 4-year contract with the Jets worth $52.5 million. And I'm saying that Le'Veon Bell will impact the team, but I say that the Jets are more of a pass-based team than a run team, based team, and so that will hurt Le'Veon Bell. Because if you guys, I used to be a Niners fan. I'm not anymore because of John Lynch. Long story, but when they played the Niners, you saw, if you watched the game, you saw Sam Darnold keep on throwing the ball to Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson was hot during that game, and I'm just saying that if they keep doing that, Le'Veon Bell's not going to get any touches at all, and barely any. And Dead Kitty, we're talking about NFL. We're having an NFL talk show, so if you guys don't know NFL, then I'm sorry, but this is what this live stream is going to be about. But okay, back to it. But yeah. So I think honestly that Le'Veon could have went to a better team that needs him. That's a run-based team, not a pass-based team like the Jets are. I'm not saying he should have gone to the Niners, but he should have went to a team that's more run-based and needy of a running back like him. So, what do you think, Chico?
Like, if I'm being totally honest, like I could agree with you in some parts, but others not so much. It's like I get that like 4 years 52.5. That's a good amount, but you're saying that you're saying like he'll be affected by them not running as much, but like I'm trying to do some math right now, but like if we look at it, they averaged more than they got over 1,000 rushing yards last year just from the three best running backs, which it's not a lot for being totally honest, but like that still shows that there's still a running like a run based team, and like that like Le'Veon Bell, he might go down in stats a little bit, but even if they're a pass oriented team, they could use on Le'Veon Bell in the passing game. They did in Pittsburgh, so they could in New York too.
Well, I'm just saying that Le'Veon should have went to a different team. He should have agreed to the Niners deal that they made late, but the Jets jumped in very late. Not very late, but like last minute before he made the decision, and they made a better offer. That's why he went to the Jets. But Niners are more of a run team, and he could be used a lot there because last year they weren't really Niners weren't really focusing on the pass plays. They were more on the running plays because of how bad their wide receivers were. The only people that were catching the balls were George Kittle, like that made him like one of the top tight ends last year, and Marquise Goodwin and Dante Pettis. But that's all. Richard James didn't get it. Trent Taylor didn't really get that much. Kendrick Bourne barely got it. He only probably got most of all catches when Jimmy Garoppolo was still there the first 3 games. But I'm just saying that Le'Veon Bell should have went to that kind of team that is run-based instead of pass-based because it might not affect him, but he's not getting less touches, and he will get unhappy. So that's my argument. And by the way, I'm gonna be looking up like this because I have my laptop here that I have all the free agent signings and trades, and then so if I go like this, that means that I'm looking at my laptop looking for news and stuff.
like if we're being totally honest, like for some players, it's not about like what type of play like the team is. Sometimes it's just about the money. Like I don't recall how much the Niners offered on Le'Veon Bell if they even offered him any, but Le'Veon Bell seems like one of those players that like if you're offering him a lot of money, then he would go there. Like if you went 16-0 or if you went 0-16, who wants to go to a team where they could pay him the money? Like Pittsburgh, they didn't pay him the money. Like he wanted to go somewhere else, but they just kept on franchise tagging him. So he wanted out.
Well,
So
so
he
did AB, and he went to the Raiders for soon.
well he wasn't in his contract year. So and but
Well, we should have went to the Raiders because you know how bad their wide receivers that signed with the Raiders have been. Like Amari Cooper, he was okay, but then he started doing bad. But then you saw the transition. Um, when he went to the Cowboys, he did a lot better, and he went from being one of the worst wide receivers in the league to be one of the top wide receivers in the league. So I'm kind of saying that Derek Carr, he's not that good as people say he is. He's okay, but he's not like Raider Nation. Like they say, oh yeah, he's one of the best quarterbacks there is. He didn't beat Tom Brady. He didn't beat Patrick Mahomes. Definitely not Patrick Mahomes. He didn't beat okay. It's a close battle between him and Jimmy Garoppolo, but I'm gonna say Jimmy Garoppolo's better. But that's my opinion. Maybe not your guys'. What do you think about that, T-Book?
so that seems like a good transition to what we're gonna be talking about in a minute. But I could certainly agree that Derek Carr doesn't like Oakland isn't the best place for receivers to go. Like we all saw with examples like Jordy Nelson who just retired like within the last couple of days. Like he didn't do too well in Oakland, but he was doing really well during his 10 years in Green Bay. Let's see. See, yeah, like you said, Amari Cooper, he wasn't doing well during his first few years in Oakland, and then he got traded to Dallas and just went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I guess certainly,
he helped them go to the playoffs. That's for sure.
yeah, so I can certainly agree with you. Then once we get to the NFL draft talk, we'll talk a little more about the Raiders since we'll be talking about who we think they should draft and what the impact they'll have on them. But anyways, on to our next topic, which will be about the two of the biggest trades of the offseason, the Odell and Antonio Brown trades. So as we were talking about the Raiders, we'll talk.
Okay, let's talk about the Odell.
All right, so we'll stick to the Giants for now. So one of the questions I came up with is what grade would you give the Giants for that Odell trade? And personally, I would give him a D since like I know a lot of people are gonna give him an F, but you can't really say that's like a total F since they got what a first round pick which I've heard about them using to get maybe like Josh Rosen, so that wouldn't be bad, but I wouldn't like that. But they also got a third, and then they also got a young safety in Jabril Peppers, which he was only drafted this is only like his second year. But he's still a nice young asset, especially because they lost Landon Collins. So now that their replacement, I can't really say that's an F, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a D. So, Bob Patrol, what do you think about that?
You're right. I'm gonna give him an F because just like the AB trade, both the Giants and the Steelers were like they were in the mood of just getting rid of him. Like Steelers were wanting to get rid of AB. They were so desperate to get rid of AB and so sick and tired of his attitude that they gave him to the Raiders for only a third and fifth round pick, and the Niners got him for 2 second-round picks. They would have to get the second-round pick, the second pick in the draft, like the number 2 pick in the first round, to get AB. not Antonio, Odell, Jarvis Landry. That is a deadly offense, but um, they did. Yeah, they had too much hype last year. From what happened, they didn't make playoffs. They had Jarvis Landry still. They had Nick Chubb. They had Baker Mayfield. They had all those players, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs." What happened? They didn't make playoffs. So that's my opinion. What's yours, T-Book?
Well, I don't recall about all that hype of them making the playoffs last year, but like I feel like it's all about like development, Nick Chubb, like he developed throughout the year, and now he's a much better player now than he was at the beginning of last season. So is Baker Mayfield. So a lot of it is about development, and but plus also on in the AFC, the AFC North is a division. Yeah, so that division pretty much just got worse. Like got the Steelers losing Antonio Brown. The Ravens they got a little better with like Mark Ingram and Earl Thomas, which we'll get to later. But like honestly, like they don't have any receivers. I think their best receiver is Willie Snead, which like a couple years ago he was decent, but not now. And then you got the Bengals, which they're just still trash. They're just trash like always. But like just like the
I'm gonna cut in right here, but I think you'll agree with me here. But I'm gonna say just because I think they're overhyped doesn't mean I think they're gonna be top of the division, which I think they're gonna be top of the division. Okay, I'm not gonna sleep on Juju on the Steelers, but just Juju, their teams are gonna be studying him now. They're gonna try to be locking up on him because he's the only good wide receiver left on the Steelers, and they know they've been gonna start throwing to him more. And yeah, so I think Browns will be top of the league. Not top of the league, no, top of the division. So what do you think, T-Bug, about that?
Yeah, I would agree since I'm pretty sure it was the Browns, but I've heard about like during the season like they were double teaming Antonio Brown, and now that Antonio Brown's gone, they're gonna start double teaming Juju Smith-Schuster. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I would agree with that. Then so on to the next topic. If you want to bring it up.
I'm gonna talk about Earl Thomas to the Ravens, and I have this is okay. This is why I left the Niners. Okay, I said as a Niner fan about a month ago, 2 months ago, when free agency started. It was a month ago, not a month ago. Earl Thomas was supposedly the number one priority for Niners because everyone knows the Niners are focused on upgrading their defense for next year. And they got D Ford and Quan Alexander, yes. And they got Richard Sherman last year. But Earl Thomas came in and back up with Richard Sherman would have been really good. Like, I'm not saying no, they're going to be back in the beast mode because Richard Sherman is not back in his full beast mode at all yet. I don't know if he'll ever be back to beast mode. But Earl Thomas with Richard Sherman would have been great. And I said, since AB didn't go to the Niners, I said if the Niners do not get Earl Thomas, because that's a great addition for the defense, because they don't have any good safety. Jimmy Ward is okay, but he's not near close as good as Earl Thomas. And I said if they're not going to get Earl Thomas, I'm leaving. I'm going to be a player only fan, which I'm Alvin Kamara. That's my favorite player in the league. But Earl Thomas would have totally helped out the Niners. And I don't know about T-Bug's opinion on that, but I just strongly think that he would help him. And for him to go to the Ravens, I don't know much about their defense and how much they need him, like how much they needed him to sign him. But I just think Niners would have that would have been a huge addition to their defense. What do you think, T-Bug?
Yeah, like adding on to what you said, the Ravens, they have a pretty decent defense. Like they lost a couple guys like Terrell Suggs. They lost T.J. Mosley, two key linebackers, but they still have a good secondary with Marlon Humphrey, Jimmy Smith, and Tony Jefferson, I think, and then now they have Earl Thomas, which that's pretty nice, like secondary wise, but like they still just lack they just have a few things that they lack for the defense, like Like I know they have a Michael Pierce for D tackle, but I don't. I can't recall any other D lineman for them.
By
Then
the way, guys, C.J. Mosley went to the Jets for a
yeah,
5-year deal worth $85 million,
yeah.
which I don't really think that he should have paid that much, but whatever. Um, yeah, just I don't like that addition. Oh, well, also, guess who went to the Ravens? Mark Ingram from the Saints, running back. Now, talking about Alvin Kamara, my favorite player in the league, he's gonna get a lot more touches since Mark Ingram's gone. Like with he's included with what I said with Juju on the Steelers. People gonna study his run plays, and they're gonna double down on Alvin Kamara and try to shut him down because he's only good, not only good, but he's like the best running back that the Steelers that the Saints have right now. And for all you guys that do fantasy football, I would definitely add him because with Mark Ingram leaving, they're gonna put a lot of responsibility onto Alvin Kamara to run the ball, and Michael Thomas, he's a wide receiver, but they're gonna probably lean more to the passing plays, because of Alvin Kamara probably gonna get doubled down by other teams because since he's gonna be the only what's the word for it, relied on running back for them. But I just think back to Earl Thomas. I just think that was a bad addition for the Ravens. Okay, yes, they're happy that they got Earl Thomas, but was that the most needy team that needed Earl Thomas? I don't think so. What do you think, Kibo?
You could say that the Ravens kind of needed him, but like with Alvin Kamara, like they kind of already were a pass heavy team with Drew Brees, but
Well, I mean, like they're gonna lean more on the passing instead of like balancing the playbook. We're going to the passing plays since they probably know right now that they're gonna double down on Alvin Kamara.
well, like it's not exactly that. Like it's not like Alvin Kamara's like the only playable running back for the Saints. Yeah.
I just don't. I think Alvin Kamara will do good because most defenses, even if they try to double down on Alvin Kamara, I just think that since some teams do not have a good defense, speaking of Niners defense, just like if Niners try to double down on Alvin Kamara, yes, D Ford and Conor Alexander might be able to get to him, but who else? If he gets past those two, then who else is going to get him down? Richard Sherman's going to be out in the corner. He mostly plays on deep receivers, so he's going to be out there while Alvin Kamara is going to run through everyone, and Jimmy Ward can't tackle that good. Everyone goes for the freaking legs. They don't go for the up body tackle, what they should. So, if you watch Niner defense, all they do is try to go after the legs, all they do is fall and hope that they can trip the guy, that's not the way to tackle. But I'm not saying I'm better, but I'm just saying that not every team defense is good enough. Just because every team's gonna try to double down on Alvin Kamara doesn't mean they're gonna double down. Like they're gonna stop him. Yes, they're gonna try to, but they're not gonna. Some are not gonna have. What's the word for it? They're not gonna be successful on it. But what do you think, Kiba?
Pretty sure being totally honest, you just covered it all, but yeah. So on to the next topic, which that's I think that's it for all free agency and the trades. Unless there's anything else you want to add.
Not much anymore. So we're gonna go on to the mock drafts predictions, and I have not a little, but I have a lot to talk about that.
Ooh, I just remembered something that happened about an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
the Jordan Howard trade to the
Yeah, Jordan
Eagles.
Howard went to the Eagles. I'm sorry. You talk about it.
Alright, so you guys must have heard already, but Jordan Howard, Bears running back, was traded to the Eagles for a fifth or potential a sixth round pick, potentially a fifth round pick next year. So that's a pretty good trade for the Eagles, getting another asset in the running game. I don't know if they still have Jay Ajayi. I don't know if he's still in the contract, but they like they like for running back depth, they're pretty much just like the Patriots. They have a whole bunch of unplayable running backs. Like I'm talking about the Patriots from like last year when they had like James White, Deion Lewis, Rex Burkhead, like pretty much before Sonny Michel. But but yeah, so
Okay, so okay, since we're done with that, I don't have anything to say about that.
Really?
We're gonna go to mock drafts, and I had the mock drafts up here on my laptop. I can't really show it to you guys since it's on the charger. But so I'm gonna talk about the Cardinals. Number one, they had the number one draft pick of the draft, and fortunately, I cannot talk about any more than one person that might get drafted to them because of almost maybe every single person, like professional talker, um, is predicting that the Cardinals will draft this quarterback from Oklahoma named Kyler Murray. I watched some of his highlights. He's okay, not okay, but he's good. He can scramble, and I think that's what the Arizona Cardinals need. Because Josh Rosen he just stayed in the pocket, and even if the pocket was collapsing, he just stood there. He tried to get out sometimes, but he's not that agile. I would say. So there's a word for it, but I can't really think of it. That's why I use agile. But I think they should add Kyler Murray, and also the other reason why people are saying Kyler Murray is going to the Cardinals is because of the relationship between him and one of the staff assistants. I forgot who it is. Who was it, T-Buck?
I'm trying to remember since. Hold on.
That's just his staff on the Cardinals. He had a relationship with, not like a girlfriend and boyfriend or anything. No. One of the staff like coaches or something. So, but
Oh, it is.
I think that would be what?
It's the head coach.
The head coach. So yeah, so I think Collar would be okay for the Cardinals, but I think they should. To be honest, I don't know if T-Buck agrees with me, but having the number one draft pick kind of puts a lot of pressure on the team, especially the front office. Wouldn't you agree, T-Buck?
Yeah, since it's all in your hands whether you draft the next superstar or the next Anthony Bennett. All you NBA fans, you know who he is, but
And the Cardinals don't even have another pick in the first round draft. So that puts a lot more pressure on the Cardinals unless they trade up. Then they have a lot of pressure on them because they're gonna have to pick an average player in the next round because since they don't have another one. So I would honestly, if I was the general manager, I would probably trade down. Like once I get Kyler Murray, I'm trying to put scenarios in my head. I like trying to come up with scenarios. But since I would get Kyler Murray and then I would trade up. Like I would get some seventh round picks or someone, and then I would try to come up, and then trade players that we don't need to put people for draft picks. At least maybe late second round, third round picks, because I don't see the second round for them if they have another one. But that's what I think. But you want to go to the Niners, or you want to keep talking about Cardinals?
well, for who I thought the Cardinals are gonna get, I would like to see him as a Niner, but who knows? But I actually have Nick Bosa going to the Cardinals since Like all these mock drafts are just saying that
Okay.
that the Cardinals are gonna draft Kyler Murray. The Cardinals are gonna draft Kyle Murray. Cardinals are gonna draft Kyle Murray. But why would they give up on Josh Rosen that easily? Why are they giving up on Josh Rosen that easily? Like the Cardinals, they went 3-13 last year.
I would, if Nick Bosa does get drafted to the Cardinals, then I totally understand why the Niners would trade down and give their second draft pick away for a lower pick. But if Nick Bosa doesn't get drafted by the Cardinals and the rumors true about Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals, then I would keep my second draft pick and get Nick Bosa. I'd be right back.
But if we're being totally honest, like the Cardinals shouldn't give up on Josh Rosen that easily. They spent their first round pick on him last year, and with a not so good team that went 3-13, they can't just give up on him that easily. So yeah, I have the Cardinals selecting Nick Bosa, edge rusher out of Ohio State. So I'm gonna start off with the second overall pick for the 49ers. I have them drafting Josh Allen. No, it's not the quarterback out of playing for Buffalo. It's a different Josh Allen, which that's gonna be kind of weird. But we have him. He plays the same position as Nick Bosa. So with the not Hunt. That's his actual name. But with the Ball Patrol. Saying how like the Niners could trade down, like I don't really see it, like if even Nick Bosa goes number one, like a draft Josh Allen, he plays the same position. I haven't really seen any like mixtapes or highlights. I need to get into that, but Josh Allen, he would be a nice addition to our D line with Solomon Thomas, with DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, all those guys. So yeah, I have him select.
So I have about just telling all you guys, I have about 10 minutes left until I have to go down. Hang out with my family, they're calling me down. But I told them I have to be down in 10 minutes. So, yeah, so we got 10 minutes to talk about more stuff. Okay, so, what did you talk about while I was gone?
I was talking about who I had the Niners select.
Okay. So, we're going down to the Jets now. And I'm looking at the picks by people, and these are the top 4 people. Well, okay, top 3 people. Top 2. Nick Bosa and Josh Allen that might be picked by the Jets. My scenarios for that is if Niners do trade down for them, down their second pick, then Jets do have a chance at getting Nick Bosa. But if the Niners do keep their second round pick, or second draft pick, then I think that they'll get Nick Bosa and Jets won't. So I see them getting Josh Allen, not Nick Bosa. What do you think, T-Bug?
Actually, have neither of them going to own the Jets, mainly because I have them going 1 and 2. But the third pick, I have them getting Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle out of Alabama.
I thought I also see for the Niners getting this say.
I don't know if I could see that, like maybe, like I can't recall if like I don't see like a true fan, but I can't recall if they run a 3-4 or a 4-3. But if they run like a 4-3, then maybe. But I'd prefer them getting an edge rusher and either Josh Allen or Nick Bosa. But that's just my opinion. But I feel like Quinnen Williams would be a nice addition to this Jets defense. I don't recall any D linemen that they have, so I'll make sure to look it up after this. But yeah, like they already have like a good secondary with Jamal Adams, like a nice young safety, and then they have the corner. I can't recall his name. I know his first name starts with a B, but anyways, like we also I can't recall his first name, but they also have linebackers and they almost got but they almost got Anthony Barr. They got C.J. Mosley. They have Darren Lee. So yeah, I just think Quinn Williams will be a nice addition to this Jets team. And yeah. So who do you think's going?
So, did you have anything to talk about? Left to talk about?
Well, I've been waiting for this next pick which is the Raiders.
That's what I'm gonna go to. But Raiders. Okay, so what I'm looking at is if the Niners do trade down, they're projecting the Niners to trade down their pick to the Raiders the Raiders originally right now have the fourth pick in the draft. So they'd be swapping with the Niners. So the Raiders would get a second draft pick, and the Niners would get a fourth draft pick. But if this is where it is, then this is what three players that I'm saying. So number one, Quinnen Williams for Raiders. Number two, Ed Oliver, and number three, Josh Allen. So that's my pick. What do you think, Keith?
3D linemen, not bad. So, like I can certainly say that the Raiders definitely need D linemen, but been waiting for this guy to get drafted. A lot of people have gone number one. You probably already know who it is. But the fourth pick, have the Raiders selecting Kyler Murray, quarterback out of Oklahoma. Like we were talking about it earlier, how Derek Carr, like he's just been making his receivers worse. So like why not add another a new quarterback to tailor with the new star receiver Antonio Brown. So like looking at Kyle Murray personally.
You think he's gonna go down that far?
He could. He could, like if you look at it like.
If the Cardinals do not get Kyler Murray, then I see it. I totally see it. But if he did, okay, never mind. But there's a low chance he'll make it that far.
Like you just have to look at it. Like if he doesn't go number one, then he for sure isn't going two or three. Since the Niners aren't giving up on Jimmy Garoppolo, and then the Jets aren't giving up on Sam Darnold. So if the Cardinals don't pick him, then he could fall that far. But yeah, so don't.
So fifth is the Buccaneers, aka the Bucks, and the two people that I think that they will draft, they might draft, is Josh Allen and Devin White.
Or
wait, what?
Josh Allen or Devin White, but
yeah,
I would agree with that. For each of them, I only went with one. I went with Devin White, mainly because they needed that Quan Alexander replacement, and why not just get one of the best linebackers in the draft?
And do you have anything else to talk about the Bucks? Because I got only 4 minutes left.
No, not really. So.
Okay, so the sixth draft pick in the first round is the Giants, and the three people that I have them picking, my pick is Rashawn Gary, or Drew Lock, or DK Metcalf, or how you say it. What do you think, T-Buck?
I would disagree, since.
You would disagree? Okay. I want to hear this.
Okay. So, like one I have to say, like Drew Lock is. I can guarantee that Drew Lock is not going to the Giants. If they're drafting a quarterback, it's gonna be Dwayne Haskins. Like they've been targeting him. Well, there've been multiple rumors about him going there. So.
Who?
Dwayne Haskins, quarterback out of Ohio State, but anyways, I would agree with what was Rashad Gary. I could see that happening, but
what about DK Metcalf?
DK Metcalf, no, like unless they trade down, since Since he isn't going that high. So if they want to pursue him, then maybe they could trade down a little bit and then draft him. But I
Well,
don't.
you see, the one person you see most likely to get into the Giants is Rashawn Gary.
I was either him or the guy that I wrote down, which is a Montez Sweat, edge rush out of Mississippi State.
Oh. Okay, for the seventh round pick is a Jaguar, aka Jag. Sorry, I have a cough. But the two people that I have them might picking is, I don't know how to say his first name, Jawan Taylor, I guess, or Rashawn Gary. What do you think? T-Buck?
I didn't write any. I only went up to 6, but I would I would agree with that. Like Rashad Gary, I'm pretty sure he's a tackle, which they lost Malik Jackson to the Eagles. So
Rashawn Gary's a defensive end. And then Jawan Taylor.
he could play tackle. He could play defensive tackle. I'm pretty sure. So. But still, like Malik Jackson played both anyway, so Rashad Gary would be a nice replacement for Malik Jackson, which he went to the Eagles. Then the other guy you said Jawan Taylor, something like that.
Yeah.
I've heard about him. Pretty sure he's also a D lineman. So once again, Malik Jackson replacement. So that wouldn't be a not a bad piece. If I'm being totally honest, I'd probably see more Rashad Gary going there, but yeah. So
Thanks guys for watching. This is gonna be the end of this episode for the NFL Talk Show. I do not know when the next episode will be coming out.
hopefully soon.
But it'll be hopefully soon. So thanks guys for watching. If you guys liked it, for our YouTube channel, Channel Sports, go look it up. Sub to the channel and like this stream that will most likely be, or the recording that will be uploading T-Buck onto the Channel Sports YouTube channel. Go like it and subscribe if you want to. We're not going to be forcing you, we're asking you politely. And also follow me on this app, YouNow, because this will be what I will be streaming on my phone, and he will be recording for the YouTube channel, and I'll be streaming on here. So, thank you guys for watching. This is the Bubble Troll.
This is T-Buck.
See you guys later.
Peace out.